This is your first night in. We don't even have the quiz animation.
See, I would have handled that so well if I was hosting.
His head would have blown right off his body.
You're a professional, James, like we said off the top.
Yeah, this is only the third. This is historic night. It's only the third time we've ever done this. It's probably the least relevant piece of history in the history of history, right? But it is history, so let's get at it. The Hall of Fame should waive the mandatory 3-year waiting period and induct Alex Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby immediately upon their retirements. It's a simple. For simpletons, agree or disagree? Oh.
I totally agree on this, Jimmy. As soon as each one of these two players decide they're done, you fire up shop down at the Hall of Fame, get everybody in there, and it's immediately into the Hall of Fame. Just for the simple reason of it should be. It's so easy to say yes, and people always want to come up with something. Oh, and I'm sure somebody on this panel is going to disagree with this, but it would be it's great for the game. These guys have been so special. Right away, get them in there.
I agree. Put them right in there. But there'll be some hero that go, well, you got to wait, and there might be somebody that does it, votes against him. I know Yager could potentially be in that thought process. I guarantee you he's going to continue and say, I'm still playing. So those two go right in the Hall of Fame the second they retire.
Disagree.
Some hero.
Disagree. The hero
right
down here. Yager just scored over the weekend. He has no interest in going into the Hall of Fame. But where do you draw the line? Sid and Ovi, they're two of the great players of all time. Should Lidstrom have been in there? Chris Pronger, one of the great players ever. Scott Niedermayer, Marty Brodeur, why didn't he go right in? Like, you can go down the list as to where you draw the line. For me, it should be a Gretzky. It should be a Lemieux. Sid and Ovi are all-time great players. They're not in that same category, so I disagree.
Since we messed up the quiz animation,
right,
I'm going to bring animation into the quiz. See, I did that? After ESPN turned Monday Night Football into an episode of The Simpsons, did you see that? It was very cool. If TSN were to do a Simpsons-themed broadcast, who would land the biggest role of all, playing O-Dog? Your choices are Homer.
So stupid.
Bart. I know. Mayor Quimby, Chief Wiggum. There's journalism being done right here on the quiz tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Noodles, you may begin.
I'm going to go with Homer Simpson because O-Dog loves a day off.
Yes,
and
he
Homer
does.
loves days off.
He
so
does.
That's where my pick is. Homer for O-Dog.
I like it. I will go with Bart Simpson. I think of you as a catchphrase guy. You're a quick hitter like Bart was. Although I will say, a year ago, Barney Gumble, if he was an option, Barney Gumble would have been my guy. Look at this guy, Barney. That's you a year ago, oh. Now, you transformed. You're a new man. You look great. You feel great. But if this was happening a year ago, Barney Gumble's the man.
I'm just going to say Homer. Like, I don't watch this nonsense. It's the only Simpson person I know. Homer Simpson.
You're Homer.
Why is it me that has
Well, I think the way you've transformed, it's groundskeeper Willie. That guy is ripped.
like
Jack.
I know who
Guy's
groundskeeper
Jack.
Willie
You know, I
is.
would have had that as the last question, but bigger one tonight. Edmonton can re-sign Connor McDavid as early as July 1st. What is the percentage likelihood of him re-upping? 50, 75, or 97? No, Doc.
Not 97%. I'm not going through this nonsense. Is this guy going to go anywhere else? He loves playing at Edmonton. His best friend signed long-term deal, and he's going to stay with him to try to win a Stanley Cup there.
75% for me until they actually win, right? And we're in a position here where if they go out in the first round, if Skinner doesn't look great, I think the door's at least open for him to entertain the idea of leaving.
I'm 97%, but I believe all bets are off if they win, because then he starts to go, well, I've delivered a cup, and let's see where something else is. But I think it's 97%.
But let's face it, you guys are a Leafs panel. Let's get an Oilers expert. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Strudwick, frequent guest of OverDrive, special guest on the quiz.
Put a hat on.
To answer the question, what is it, Struddy?
First off, I was told it'd be Cheryl Pounder today. So obviously this is, I'm pretty upset to see you three guys. The light should be a lot darker in there. I'd have, like, with you three guys in there, you're ruining the vision for the people's watching.
Did you answer the question, or did I miss that?
Sorry. It's way higher than Noodle's save percentage when he played. It's going to be 97%. This guy, there's no way that he and Leon would have set up shop not thinking, okay, I'm going to sign here and you're going to sign here. His friends talk. They're going to assess up. We'll see 97 signing here. It will not be July 1st, but they'll get it done in a timely fashion. And these two will play probably all their career in Oilers jersey.
It's an Oilers homer right there.
But he nailed it, didn't he?
Yeah.
And you know what? I was going to give the belt to Hazy B for his work every day, but I'm going to virtually give it to Struddy because he came in. He legitimately surprised you guys. It was a surprise visit.
Big surprise.
And he nailed his answer. There you go. We'll send it. We'll courier it to you. We'll Canada Post it. It'll get there.
Suit on.
Get there somewhere around March. Thanks,
A
Struddy.
homemade sweater. What are you doing?
It's the quiz.
I got